I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are young and young.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go. Good.
Fields going to throw right away. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Through the middle of the field. A huge play there right off the bat. 62 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was the true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. There's Goff. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Trying to find Jamison Williams, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff now looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Cullen Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage? They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On second down, here's Foreman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now, that's defense for the Lions. They were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They run it on first with Foreman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields on the move to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality is certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash, and he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
3rd down, here's Foreman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking that time for Jamison Williams, but now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Here comes Pettis on the return. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. Maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Foreman powering ahead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. That'll be caught by Foreman. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. After one, 7-3 the score.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields changing the play. In motion left, Claypool. On the handoff, here's Foreman. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now again to Foreman. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Herbert will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Goff. He's got this one completed to Mims. Fighting through, he's got space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for #17.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. A give to Foreman now on the option. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Complete to Deontay Foreman at running back. Touchdown Bears! Deontay Foreman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return is Pettis. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Don't jump. Ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw is Fields. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
This is caught. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown. Clock.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Goff and his guys not coming off the field.
Obama.
They're going for this.
Obama. Horrible.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score.
Here we go.
Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Deontay Foreman, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. Powering his way forward. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately it winds up incomplete.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta from 13 yards out. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
18, Pioneer.
Hooker going to try to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Has some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. On the draw, here's Foreman. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage. But not much more than that. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now, meanwhile, the pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Foreman. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On second down, here's Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. On the option to give to Foreman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Come on, come on.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Good for the Lions.
Throwing. Hooker. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Hooker. Able to connect with Mims. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Hooker on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Ready, ready. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's Hooker to throw it. That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Touchdown! Jamison Williams from 8 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time,
the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Foreman's going to get it again on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 107 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hooker. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Trap 60, trap 60. Set, tempo, set.
Hooker to throw. This to Laporta, right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Now Hooker. Able to find Jones. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing here is Hooker. He's got this to Williams, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first step.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Hooker now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll go for it. Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears will get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says,